Good morning everyone, I'm Lieutenant Commander Socik. I'm currently an assistant at the Faculty of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering at the Naval Academy in Poland. I'm involved in conducting classes, teaching students. I participate in teaching students in subjects such as thermodynamics, heat transfer, ship auxiliary and machinery, and command of the electromechanical department. I began my military studies at the Academy at the Faculty of Mechanical and Electrical Engineering in 2006. After graduation, I was not able to go straight to a ship. I started my service as a commander of a transport platoon. I was in charge of transport logistics in the army. After a year, I transferred to the 13th Minesweeper Squadron. I began my service on the vessel Orpa. It was a mine destroyer. There I occupied the position commander of the electromechanical department, chief on engineers. While I serving on Orpa, I took part in many national and international exercises. The most important and at the same time the most demanding stage of service on Orpa was participating in a standing NATO mine countermeasure Group 1. The group operated in the Baltic and North Sea. The participation in this group allowed me to familiarize myself with the ship procedure used in allied countries and learn about new technologies related to ship propulsion and auxiliary machinery. Many conversations with shipmates allowed me to take a broader look to the aspect of people management as well as command itself in crisis situation. On ship in Poland, the commander of the electromechanical department is responsible for firefighting and fighting with water. I also learned what logistic support and the handling of equipment looks like on the other ships. I tried to implement a more interesting and effective solution on the ship which I served. Service on Orpa did not involve only performing task C. During stockmovers in port, I was responsible for equipment repairs, including shipyard repairs. The experience gained during the ship stays at the shipyard are tried to pass on the students who will soon occupy similar position to mine on the vessel. In 2015, just after the end of my participation in the standing NATO mine countermeasure Group 1, I was assigned to participate in the construction of the modern mine destroyer Cormoran. We joined the structure of the Polish Navy. I must admit that was a very interesting time. The construction of a new ship in total from the design stage requires a very extensive knowledge. I do not believe that I possess such knowledge. Yet I devote a great deal of time to meet the requirements expected of me. During the construction and stay at the shipyard, I meet many people from different fields from whom I learn many practical things. The next stage in my service after the construction of the ship was complete was the stage of trial, research and implementation into the naval structure this vessel. I won't hide the fact that just during construction I had no one to learn from. It's not every day a new ship is built. The time after the ship passed very quickly. We spent many days at sea testing the equipment. In addition, we prepared a procedure for its use. We had prepared all the documentation to ensure the safe operation of the ship, including the logistical support. As a commander of the electromechanical department, I was also responsible for developing procedure and training the crew in damage control, fight with water, fire, support other departments with repair equipment. One of the stages of training and development was the ship's participation in training at a facility in Germany. There are all in one, it was more like daily practical exam. We learned to use our equipment typically in combat condition. Among other things, this includes fighting fires, waters, equipment malfunction, fighting other boats, chemical defense, and many other issues that will take a long time to talk about. On Orpa Cormoran, As well as on Orpemeva, I took part in many national and international exercises. Among them was Open Spirit, anti-mine operation of the coast of Lithuania. During such operations, we mainly search for, classify and destroy worthwhile second mine. I'm currently serving at the Naval Academy. As I mentioned, I'm a lecturer of the electromechanical department faculty. What kind of skills I'm looking for? It's very interesting questions. I'm looking for people who are creative with their own ideas, who are not afraid of the challenge. And probably most important, who are responsible for the decision they make. I also believe that the ability to work together in a group is very important. In addition, people managers, officers should be firm, although they should also be able to listen to others. As an officer and supervisor of soldiers, I think it's also an important quality to be able to resolve conflicts between them and to be able to talk to them. Not only about work-related problems, but also about family problems. In my opinion, a mentor is needed to prevent students from making mistakes. This is especially important when we're working with people. The old truth says that it's better to learn from the mistakes of others from your own. So let's learn from mistakes of the mentors and benefits from his experience. Although, on the other hand, knowledge and experience gained from one's own mistakes certainly anchors more. I didn't have such a mentor. On the other hand, I was always surrounded by people I could always rely on, just as they did on me. I think I will be a good mentor because I have a big experience. I have had several difficult situations related to service on a vessel. The most aggravating situations are those that we are unable to predict and thus prevent. I have experienced several fires and hull penetrations in my career. Probably the worst was a fire at the shipyard. While doing welding work, a fire broke out in one of the compartments. Fortunately, everyone managed to be rescued and put out the fire. I won't recount the whole incident, but I think it was the one of the etched itself in my memory the most. The second incident was a puncture. We were taking water in one of the diesel engine compartment. The hardest part was not sealing the underwater holes, but finding it. I personally believe that there are no barriers. If someone is capable, hardworking and ambitious, then she get any positions. To confirm this, I can add that I know several women who are ship commanders, including my wife.